We can all see that our beautiful, ancient, kind, magical Ireland story has reached a dark and dangerous chapter. Things may feel like they're ticking along just fine within a few square miles of where we stand today. But in so much of the rest of the country, the sickness is no surprise to anyone. To anyone trying to get a doctor's appointment, to anyone who wants to express an opinion, whether on X or even just down the pub, to anyone who wants their children to be taught facts, not harmful fictions at school, to anyone just trying to earn a living and not get crushed into the dirt by ever-growing taxes. Even if you don't yet realize that Britain needs reform, you know in your heart of hearts that our wonderful country is sick. How many of you at home have thought to yourselves that nothing works today? I know I have, and I have it a damn sight easier than most people. That is why I'm standing here today as the newest member of Reform UK. I could very easily spend the rest of my life back in business, which I've been enjoying since leaving Parliament 18 months ago. Many will know that I have done some, from the beginning of the most difficult period in government, that I've gone from being probably the most popular politician because of the vaccine program in the country, with many in this room writing lovely things about me, to someone who had the same journalist camped outside their house and write some very painful things. And I expect there will be some who want to obviously go over those issues when I sit down. And of course, I have always supported the right of a free press. But my point is that I could choose a quiet, comfortable retirement out of the headlines, chairing one of Britain's biggest online retailers, helping out the Adam Smith Institute, and of course investing heavily both here in the UK and internationally. But I also know a thing or two about growing up in a country that is fundamentally broken, riven by sectarian strife, economic depression, and cratering living standards. So I have decided not to stand by and watch that happen to the country that took me in and let me live my British dream. Not when so many of my countrymen are instead living the waking nightmare of Keir Starmer's two-tier Britain. So I stand here with the leader of my new party to offer my help and my insights to the dynamic, confident team that Nigel Farage is building, and to urge others from across all the other parties and the many millions who until now felt that politics isn't for them to come and join us. Come and join us. You know Britain is broken. You know it needs reform. Since leaving Parliament, I have been reflecting on the successes and failures of my old party's time in government. I now rue the timidity, even at times the weakness, with which we tried to deal with the problems of the country. My analysis is that a huge culprit is the overmighty bureaucratic inertia that now dominates and runs the country, that has taken control of swathes of the economy and with barely a shrug of the shoulders restricted the individual liberty of each and every one of us. And we believed them. Now, I have always been the first to defend the civil servants who served me across multiple departments, and I will always do that. Individually, they are some of the most dedicated, talented, and capable people I've ever had the privilege to work with. But taken as a whole, we have an administrative state, including the overpowerful regulators, the quangos, and all the other agencies who have had power pushed onto them by successive parliaments and governments. These parliaments have been full of politicians terrified of the awesome power and the sacred responsibility that the British Constitution bestowed upon our ancient and sovereign parliament. This has meant that we have ignored the words of John 9:4, to work the work of the day while we can, because the night is certainly coming. So it is time for another glorious revolution to get us back to a fully sovereign parliament, and where the government really is the government. For that, my friends, Britain needs reform.